Hi guys, I'm going to today be reviewing this Sharp VCR VC-H992, and this is nothing too special, though it didn't have this mechanism, and well, I saw it and I didn't have the mechanism, so I bought it. And it's not a very rare mechanism, as you'll see. It's 4 heads with the hi-fi stereo sound and the rapid rewind, and they're not lying about that. You'll see it. And it's a 19 micron head with easy setup, auto clock setting, SVHS quasi playback, and an auto head cleaner. But I took that out because those auto head cleaners, they tend to cause more problems than they solve. And you should not keep an auto head cleaner in a VCR. If you've ever seen Mr. Magnetoscope's video about a Toshiba VCR he got, I think it was an M262, but he got that VCR and the video head was just covered with the burnt up, with the melted goo from the auto head cleaner, and the heads no longer worked. So you ought to go check that video out. So that's why you shouldn't have those stupid auto head cleaners. But enough ranting, let's get back. I'll show the mechanism now. This mechanism, it's not a very rare mechanism. It's found in many Sharp VCRs. Oh, is this? Oh, that's actually interesting. I can't see this light, but apparently the camera can. And that's actually kind of cool. So I did all the standard maintenance I do to VCRs. I cleaned the heads and greased several of these gears. And the loading motor is located down there. And I may or may not have replaced the belt. I can't remember if I did or not, but this is a common VCR where you just remove a couple screws, and they're standard Phillips screws, and you just remove this deck, and you have access to the bottom side. Okay, let's just go ahead and get a tape. I don't care what I've insert. I have a couple tapes. Struggles a bit, but that's just a fault of this mechanism, a flaw in the mechanism for the struggling, and not some seized up gears. But it's playing. You can see that. And now a forward search. Oh, it even has 2-speed searching. Now here's it reversing. Reverse search. Now here's an eject. Okay, let's do some close shots. Oh, and also it even has menu and an S picture button. I don't know what that S picture button would do, but it also has a pause button. Does this thing have frame by frame? Yeah, but you activate frame by frame just by repeatedly pressing pause, and to actually unpause it you have to press play. Okay, but let's get back to this shot. And then stop. And here is an eject. Now here is the belt. Here's the carriage. Now, does this thing, I can't remember. Does this thing? Let's see. I want to see, will it unload the tape if the thing, when you turn this thing off with the tape in it? Now I'm going to press power. It does not unload the tape. All it does is pull the pen controller away from it. Which honestly, I think that's kind of a bad design. Because if you leave the tape in this position for too long, it can actually get deformed. And it will take that shape. Which can actually damage it. But now I'll show these guides. Alright, now I'll grab a different tape and show how fast the thing fast forwards. So I have a different tape. Now I'm just gonna press stop so it doesn't play. It doesn't look fast now, but wait for it, it'll speed up. Yeah, that is really fast. It's probably about the same as the common Samsung mechanism from like 1999 to 2004. Like the one in that Toshiba VCR up there, and as well as the Sony right below it. Now, rewinds just as fast. The thing rewinds just as fast. Let me show you. Holy cow! That's a fast VCR. Thing's getting in the way. The hanger. And there. One final eject. And now I shall go hook it up to my TV to show you the picture. Oh, and Silver Tapes 2016, this is for you. Okay, but to the actual video quality, it's actually much later into the night. In fact, it is 10:02 right now. And I now have it hooked up to my big screen TV in the house. That's our kitchen. But now, I'll show it on my big screen TV. That's just the tracking. Trying to change the zoom. The sound, it can be improved, but the video is good enough, but probably only it's playing the mono soundtrack for some reason. This tape is a hi-fi tape, but yeah. That scared me. I'm sure silver tapes will say I deserved that for putting my fingers near the sensor. Okay, but enough of that. Back to this. That about wraps it up for this video. And here's the closing. Goodbye.